afternoon. I'm Tyler Danberg. Ohio State visits Wisconsin Saturday at 3:30. Projected forecast in Madison calls for a high of 67 and 71% chance of rain. 5 Buckeyes were named midseason All-Americans by The Athletic. Caden Curry, linebacker Arfel Reese, safety Caleb Downs earned first-team honors. Wideout Jeremiah Smith and linebacker Sonny Styles named to the second team. NFL Bengals tight end Mike Gesicki will miss at least 4 weeks with a pectoral injury. Browns wideout David Bell medically retired after complications from an off-season surgery. NHL Blue Jackets are off tonight before hosting the Avalanche Thursday at 7. ALCS Game 3, Mariners host the Blue Jays at 8:08. Seattle leads 2-0 and sends George Kirby to the hill against Shane Bieber for Toronto. NLCS Game 4, Dodgers welcome the Brewers Thursday at 6:08. Guardians re-signed catcher Austin Hedges to a 1-year deal today. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
It's time to add some spice to your nooner. Nooner funny. This is the place where big-time guests, bold opinions, and little cute doggies come together. This is Rothman and Ice.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus, the #1 rated windows and doors in Columbus.
All right, here we go. Back at it. High noon on a Wednesday. Glad to have you aboard. A big wet and wild Wednesday here on Rothman and Ice. Anthony Rothman, Matty Ice Hayes, and the Cannon. Always good to see you.
It's good to see you, man. It's good to see you. Hope everybody's having a nice start to their hump day. We almost made it to another weekend. So I'm feeling good. We got another pair of tickets to give away today, AR, because hockey is back, as you know by now. And the Jackets, they're battling Colorado tomorrow and Tampa Bay on Saturday at Nationwide Arena. Winner is going to receive 2 tickets to Saturday's game against the Lightning. So stick with us. Stick with us. Sounds like a fun Saturday to me. How you doing? You good over there?
Outstanding. Yeah, you mentioned the hump day. That's a very nice thing. The Humpty Dance is your chance to do the hump. Let me ask you about a couple things. Yeah. Reese was walking out of the studio and he said, wow, this is the oldest matchup, Rodgers and Flacco. Like this
the
is
Unks.
Crazy. And I said, I wonder if George Blanda ever played against someone that would eclipse this year's. I've not heard anybody talk about it yet. Everyone says this is it. They're both, what is it, 81? Is that it?
81 or 82. Okay. Yeah, between the two of them.
So I said to him on the way out of the studio, I go, what if, like Blanda, who played well into his high 40s, played against somebody old in his high 30s? And then when he was walking out, I said, I wonder if I'm going to be right about this. And so I wanted to look up to see if Blanda ever played Unitas.
Okay. Blanda stopped starting at 41 years old. 41. But he kept playing until he was 48.
In doing what? But he was playing. My question is, did he ever get in a game against Unitas that would eclipse 81 years total?
See,
that's the question to ask, not the starting or whatever.
I think we've got to cut it off at starter, though.
Really?
I think so, for me.
If you had 2 quarterbacks in the game at one time, one guy's in his high 40s, one guy's in his high 30s, it doesn't count?
It's not hitting the same for me as a guy maybe coming in for a couple. I don't know. I don't know what the body of work was like, but I love that you brought that name to the table because that narrative is definitely all over the place. It's what you're going to see all over Amazon tomorrow before they kick this thing off is Flacco and Rodgers and how old they are and their journeys. It's
great.
And all that. It's wild to see Joe Flacco suiting up in his 3rd AFC North uniform.
Yeah.
Ravens, Browns, Bengals. Maybe he'll take over for Rodgers next year if Rodgers retires and just check all the boxes. Maybe that's coming your way, TLC.
What makes this decent is that one of the guys is leading a team that's leading their division. It's not a ceremonial week 16, both teams are out of it, and they're just playing out the string. This matters. It matters to the Steelers. It supposedly still matters to Cincinnati. Like, this is something that's kind of cool. And Rodgers is exactly what I thought he would be. Nothing off the chart, nothing crazy. Not a statistical marvel, just somebody that kind of raises all boats a little bit, that somehow can give them a higher floor, the football IQ, the experience, his ability to pre-snap, diagnose things that maybe others can't, and then a little ability still to move.
Timely skills, I think, is what he has right now to where if the Steelers can keep things close with their defense, Rodgers, and he showed you last week, and he showed you in spots that you give them time, that arm talent is still pretty darn good. And so they're an interesting team right now. There's some reports out there that maybe they're sniffing around bringing some talent in at that wide receiver position. We'll ask Shefty about that at the bottom of the hour. But, yeah, we're just living in a world now to where it's not crazy to see guys at this age not only just being in the league and being on a team, but being a starter.
That's right.
In the league. And part of it, I think, is science and where we've come along with that and how guys can just, all the information, sports science, right? All the information
you really think
that they
Rodgers
have.
is using sports science?
No, Rodgers is using the
exactly.
Play the clip. Play the where to weed at clip. That and
I don't think weed is even doing it justice.
That's just the warm-up.
Yeah.
That's the appetizer
warm-up act
on the darkness retreats. But, yeah, I mean, with just all the information available to these guys with food and just weightlifting and all that, and how the league has not allowed, you can't even really breathe on quarterbacks anymore. You can hardly touch these guys, and there's a flag coming out. Like anything that we look at, AR, that's like, oh, that's a tough hit on the quarterback. There's a flag coming. You can't hit quarterbacks very hard anymore.
I think you can hit them hard. You just got to hit them at the right time and in the right place.
Oh, man,
you can still hit them hard.
It's tough for defenders, especially when you talk about like the landing on quarterbacks and all that. It's like, what do you want these dudes to do?
Spread eagle when you land on them.
I just think it's easier said than done. Like those are split-second things. Like a guy gets a hold of a quarterback and then you want him to turn his body on the way down to the ground in like a second. That's tough.
And listen, even Ohio State would admit they were the beneficiaries of one at Washington. That's not a late hit. The one on Sand? Continued to drive?
I see it in my brain.
Want to be objective. Like,
no, of course.
Because it was the other way, I would have been yelling.
Yeah.
Right? And so you got to look at it
just
correctly.
Quarterbacks are crazy protected now in the NFL.
They are, but can we just admit one thing? That they are the most vulnerable when they are throwing the football. They are. Except for a guy going over the middle.
Yeah, that's where my mind
But other than that, they're in the most vulnerable position. They're fully exposed. Their ribs are, like, everything's exposed. They're concentrating on delivering the ball. I'm not asking you to come off your opinion. I'm just saying that's, I think, why there's a lot of protection, because they cannot truly protect themselves other than sliding or going down. When they're in the active motion of throwing, you could make the case there is nothing they can do to defend themselves.
I hear that. I just think, man, like watching old highlights of the 80s and the 90s and even the early 2000s. Like
those
quarterbacks
probably can't watch anything.
Where those guys were getting rocked. Like those hits ain't flying anymore.
No.
And I get why. The NFL, look, the quarterbacks move the needle and they bring in eyeballs to the game. So you want to have those guys playing as much as possible.
Yes. And the other thing, and this was, I know it's kind of changing a little bit, they're the highest paid. And so if you're an owner of a team, you all want to get together, every owner, and say, are we all on the same page here?
Let's make these
We're going to protect the guys we're paying the most.
For sure.
We got a guy in Cincinnati who's making $3.5 million a Sunday, not playing. It's not their fault, right? This was what is his injury again? I can't even.
The toe?
Is it the toe?
Yeah,
it's a toe.
Yeah,
I've even forgotten what Burrow's true injury is right now because he's had so many.
Yeah. Which is sad to say.
And that was a football move. That's not a roughing the passer move. Burrow did not get injured because they weren't protecting the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
He just did.
Right.
But I think back to Flacco, the guy, there were moments against Green Bay. Not a bad defense. Like, he's a veteran. And while he can't move very well and does make some bonehead throws, like, he can actually keep them in a game now.
We'll see how much of that coming to life in the second half was, hey, we got shut out in the first half. We got to throw back into this thing. And we've seen quarterbacks kind of rack up some empty calorie stats late in games when your team is behind. But there's no denying that just distributing the rock to the playmakers the way that he did, it looked different from Jake Browning. And that was always my biggest thing, is that when you got these massive weapons on the outside, you got to get somebody under center that can cater to that. And we'll see if Flacco can get off to a better start. But yeah, they came to life in the second half, and that had to bring Zach Taylor and the crew and probably even Bengal fans some confidence. And you combine that with hey, this defense isn't that bad. Like, this defense isn't as bad as I thought it would be this season. And so there's something there, but they obviously got a long, long way to go.
All right, TLC, here's the stat. I want to find out if you are buying into any of these.
All right.
Okay. So you probably have a strong chance to win this game. You are favored, correct? Or am I?
What are we talking about? Oh.
Yeah. Oh.
I was
Welcome to the party,
sorry.
baby.
Sorry, the show started at noon.
Sorry, I was spending 5 minutes looking at George Blanda's stats to figure out who was the oldest quarterback he went against.
I'll appreciate that.
And I kept
What'd
getting
you find out?
I kept getting clipped off at 79.
What'd you ask your boy Chad?
Oh, I didn't ask Chad. I should have asked Chad what's
Yeah.
up. I mean, Chad probably would have told me that Tom Brady versus Drew Brees. But the problem is that the final 6 years of Blanda's career, he was basically restricted to kicking. And then Unitas, the problem with him, because the Chargers did play the Raiders, but Blanda was only kicking, and Unitas' 1 year with the Chargers was also Dan Fouts' rookie year.
Yeah, if he's out there kicking AO, that's...
No, I'm not counting that.
That for me
No, I'm not counting that. I was saying is, was there a game where he was actively playing quarterback at any point, and the other guy was Unitas? That's all I want.
Ever?
Well, no, not ever. At the age that he would eclipse Flacco and Rodgers.
The closest that I could find was Charlie Johnson of the Broncos. They would have
Charlie's Johnson
would have combined for 79 years old.
All right.
Okay.
All right, here are the stats I want to throw you. The Steelers' record in road Thursday night games under Tomlin. What do you think it is?
Record in road Thursday night games. Like percentage-wise? Because I have no idea what the total is.
How about this? What is his road record on Thursday nights in the division?
I would say, for whatever reason, I'm going to say it's poor, because there's one Browns game I remember from way back where we lost 13-6 when we had no business ever losing to the Browns. Ever.
Matty, Tomlin's road record on Thursday nights in the division is 0-6.
Really?
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
2-8 overall.
2-8 overall.
Thursday night roadies.
TLC.
Now, Monday nights at home, bet the entire whatever you have on them, right?
Okay.
Isn't their Monday night home record absurdly
they
amazing?
Had a crazy streak.
Yeah.
They may have been busted, but they had a streak recently for sure.
You guys are favored by 5.5.
Devil's number.
5.5.
Well, yeah, you had a 21-game home win streak on Monday Night Football. Steelers.
That's unbelievable.
That's almost impossible.
Yeah. Ended last October against whom?
Cincinnati?
Yeah. Could have been.
It's kind of like the Ravens preseason record. Remember that for a while?
Yes. You guys treated those like death. Those were amazing. All right. Last October on a Monday night. I don't know if it was. I thought it was.
Bengals.
Home against Dallas. You lost against Dallas.
I thought that was a Monday night? I thought that was Sunday night football.
Oh, check it out.
I'll ask
While
Chad.
you're looking up George Blanda.
Yeah.
All right.
5.5 points, you said?
Yes, sir.
I don't care about the spread. I just, first of all,
don't forget about the 14.
If you're out there betting on games that your own team is participating in, please. But
what do you mean?
I don't think people should be betting, like big time sports fans. You should not be betting on games that your favorite team is playing in. Like, if you're a big enough bettor to be betting on whatever, save yourself the stress. You're stressed enough watching your own team.
I'm going to tell you a story. I'm going to tell you a little story about several years ago when we come back about why that theory is trash for me. Like, it's over now.
Why you should bet on your own
Why it doesn't matter if you do.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know where this is going, so that's a good team.
We got Shefty, bottom of the hour. Carp, 1:30. Hockey and Hounds today. Sevo will jump on the program at 2:30. Don't miss all of it. And we will have a college football poll that you'll want to participate in. It's all coming next. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
The smell of undercarriage wafting from the Jackets dressing room means hockey is back.
Hey, something smells funky.
It's Blue Jackets week here on the Fan.
Hey, Central Ohio, it's Andrew from Home Team Solutions. And yes, we buy houses for cash the easy way. We've been buying houses for over 20 years and we've seen it all. Whether you've inherited a property, you're behind on payments, the house needs work, or just want to avoid the hassle of listing, we've got you covered. No repairs, no clean out, no stress, just a fair cash offer and you pick the closing date. We've helped hundreds of homeowners sell fast and hassle-free, and we're proud to have 5-star reviews all across Central Ohio and an A+ rating with the BBB. If you're ready to sell your house the easy way, call Home Team Solutions at 614-962-SELL. That's 614-962-7355, or visit us online at selltohometeam.com. Home Team Solutions, local, trusted, and family-owned. Again, that's 614-962-SELL. 614-962-7355 or selltohometeam.com.
Matty Ice here for McDaniel GM Superstore in Marion. I recently brought a brand new Chevy Trax from McDaniel GM Superstore. It was by far, guys, the best car purchase I have ever made. And right now, you can get a 2025 Trax at McDaniel GM Superstore for as low as $315 a month with zero due at signing for qualified buyers. They're going to treat you like family just like they did me. There's just a short drive north off Route 23 in Marion, or you can visit McDanielGMSuperstore.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
At Metal Supermarkets, we're all about getting you and your crew to quit in time sooner. That's why our service is a cut above. You see, no matter the project, we'll get you to the right metal, shape, and grade. Cut to any size, ready real fast. And yeah, we'll deliver, leaving plenty of time for the important things, like opening an ice-cold can of aluminum. Metal Supermarkets, the convenience store for metal.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
I'm Leslie from Pella Columbus.
And I'm Wilson from that other window place.
One of our specialties here at Pella, Wilson, is getting rid of old, smaller windows with no view and replacing them with huge, beautiful windows that can change the look and feel of your home.
We tried that once, but we cut the hole a bit too big, so we had to put in a garage door instead in their dining room.
Wilson.
Didn't improve the view, but they do have a drive-through now, so you're welcome, Grewball family.
Get the windows that can change the look and feel of your home at PellaColumbus.com.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy houses as is, fast for cash. Call me today for an all-cash offer on any of your properties, and we can close within days at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Do you own a property that's outdated and needs thousands of dollars in repairs? Great, I'll buy it. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. Would it be convenient for you if you could simply take what you wanted and leave the rest behind? Great, I'll buy it. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family, apartment buildings, rental portfolios. I even buy my tenant won't pay me the rent houses. Call TurboTrack Realty today for an all-cash offer and speak with one of our friendly staff members at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
All your favorite and least favorite fan shows are available wherever you get your podcasts. Just type in 971 The Fan to the search bar and hit that subscribe button. It's free.
We're the land of the free and the home of the sunburnt, freckled fat guy.
Do it now. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mostly sunny skies for us on this Wednesday with afternoon highs getting up right around 70 degrees. But we will get mostly clear tonight and cooler with overnight lows in the upper 30s to low 40s. For Thursday, though, we will have plenty of sunshine taking control, but it will be a little bit chillier with our afternoon highs only getting in the mid to upper 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Maddie ranked the most dynamic duo of all time, Caesar Salad and Moscow Mule. This is Rothman and Ice.
All righty. Shefty, bottom of the hour. Here's the poll. You guys ready? I like to get your predictions. Poll master.
Is that a hiccup over there?
Man,
We eating in the
That was
breaks?
a subtle
What
one.
was
I
that?
was a little worried. It was just a hiccup that came out of nowhere.
Are we eating in the commercial
I
break?
thought I may have heard a stomach gurgling too. Would that be you or me?
I think that's you. I just
Was it
ate a
me?
little grilled chicken and asparagus during the break.
I've been
so.
fine. I smoothie kinged it up.
Oh, you're good. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
think I was growling.
Maybe it was the open mic guy. It's always open mic night over there.
It really is. For 3 straight hours, even during the breaks. He's got his mic.
Sometimes I can hear my voice echoing.
I just like to hear myself talk, you know.
Okay.
All right.
Learn that
Hopefully
from
the
Adam
sponsor-
King. You learn that from Adam King.
Hey, we're desk neighbors, as the YouTube chat is well aware of.
All right.
Someone suggested yesterday that I should get a raise for being desk neighbors with him, and I said, deal.
It's not a bad idea.
Just heard another stomach gurgle. Really? Yeah, I don't know. Hearing things. All right, here it is. You guys, this is not picking what you think. This is picking what you think they'll pick.
Okay.
Get it?
Okay.
You're predicting the poll, not voting. Which team right now is the biggest threat to Ohio State going undefeated? And I'm only going to include the Big Ten season right now because we couldn't put enough on like Miami and A&M. I'm not doing all that. Or Bama. I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So your first choice is Indiana. Your second choice is Michigan. Your third choice is still, I'm going to put him in there just to round out the field, Penn State. And then the fourth choice is no legit threat.
Okay. I am going to go with, I think it's going to be Michigan. I think I want to say that they're going to run away with it, but that may be a little too strong. I think amongst Buckeye Nation, both Penn State and Indiana have a little bit of that little brother vibe to them still.
A little brother.
For Buckeye fans, especially Penn State.
That's right.
Especially them. Now, Indiana, you got to respect what they're building right now.
But you've never seen it.
Correct. And the Michigan thing is just, it's the elephant in the room.
Hanging over your head a little bit.
So I think the Michigan selection on that poll is going to be a pretty strong winner.
All right, so here's the second psychology to it. Is that, by the way, remind me to tell you that little story.
Yes.
Don't let me get down this road.
About gambling.
The other psychology to it would be, does Buckeye fan want to punch the vote on Michigan? Just from a psychology, because that'd be the mental hedge, but it wouldn't be a great vote to make. Because then you're feeding into what you don't want to feed into.
Well, at this point, it is what it is. You cannot want to feed into it all you want, right? We're talking 4 years in a row of this. And so, yeah, I can understand why you want to get over that mentally, but you just got to be real. And I just think for Buckeye fans, until they see that go the other way, it's going to be Michigan over Penn State and Indiana, even though there's no doubt Indiana is the better team of the three.
All right, so I tagged this in the poll there. So it's out. Indiana, Michigan, Penn State, no legit threat. So you're guessing it's going to be Michigan?
I think it's going to be Michigan. I think they're going to run away with it on the poll. I do.
I'm going to play the hot hand.
Okay. I'm
just going to play the hot hand and just say that it's easier for them to say, you know what, why not? They got a good defense. They went into Autzen and won.
Yeah.
Michigan just got smoked. Penn State lost their quarterback. So I think it's going to go Indiana. Actually, I probably should say it should go no legit threat and then Indiana, but that would be close.
Okay.
And I think Buckeye fan would vote no legit threat, but that's a little dangerous because that's borderline, you don't want to get too. Ryan Day comes over and rips your throat out if you vote there, right? And so I'm going to just guess Indiana and then no legit threat.
Wow, okay, so you're going Indiana.
Just
who's your
because
daddy going on?
Listen, it hasn't happened in. I told you when it happened. Last time it happened was 88.
They scared him one time, though.
20?
Yeah, was that the game
COVID?
they scared?
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
with
but-
Penix. Yeah, high-scoring game.
Yeah, but
And they scared him over there one time on an opener with Urban.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got
was
dicey.
that
And they scared him in 96.
hold on. Was that Simi Cobbs on Denzel Ward? Was that a scare? I know that
It
they
was a
had
pretty high-scoring game, and Indiana certainly had a puncher's chance to win that game.
Yeah,
Yeah, they did.
that was the old J.K. Dobbins debut that we didn't know Mike Weber was hurt.
Well, that was the one in Bloomington.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
I'm
didn't
sorry.
you say
We were
over
talking.
there?
I'm sorry. I was talking about the 42-35 game here.
Yeah, but I thought
during
that was
COVID.
something that was like a 35-7 game that Ohio State almost threw away.
28-7.
28-7,
Maybe you're
okay.
right. Maybe it was 35. Yes,
And then
but
Michael
Indiana
Penix
scored 28 in the second half.
Yeah. And then Penix to an unforgivable pick six.
He was under some duress, I believe.
To Sean Wade, who was one of the most overrated players Ohio State has ever had.
Ohio State had 607 yards and almost lost. That's what that game was. Wonder what Matt Patricia would have felt about that.
That would have been sick.
Ty
Did you ever lose a game where your offense gave you 607 yards? Yes, he was very good. Very good. All right. So there's the poll. It's out there. What's your vote? Not your vote, but what's your prediction?
I think the average voter on this is going to be debating between Michigan and no threat.
Okay.
The national analysts would hate this, but this is just true. Ohio State fans, even though it just happened in Oregon, we still need to see it to believe it. Not that I'm an Ohio State fan, I'm a Notre Dame fan, but regardless, like here in Columbus, we still need to see it to believe it.
Yeah.
Because that's like too good to be true. And we all entered that game. This time last week, we never would have thought Indiana would have went into Eugene and won.
So I'm having even a hard time figuring it out.
Really?
I am covering.
Not never.
They had a puncher's chance.
Yeah, I didn't think they stood
evidently
no
so.
chance. Yeah,
But even before the game is what I'm where my mind was.
So you're saying last week that you thought that Indiana didn't stand a chance against them?
I didn't think they stood a chance.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so this is all.
A lot of people were like him. Not only did they were going to get their doors blown off.
That's crazy because I didn't see that. I thought Indiana absolutely had a chance to win the game. I looked at it as a little fitty lemon line.
On the road,
but here's the thing.
Was the equalizer for a lot of people.
But Indiana's
too much to overcome.
They're not a cute story anymore. You know what I mean? I think the respect for me is
we're
there.
in Columbus, Ohio, man. Like we're in the city of the reigning champs.
No, I get that in Columbus. I just didn't hear that anything outside of Columbus that the game was going to be a blowout in Oregon's favor. Like I didn't see that anywhere.
No, I mean, okay.
I saw it a lot of places on Twitter.
I guess, okay. I'm just assuming that everybody agrees with me, which is a cheap argument tactic that I should not deploy. But I do think that. I do think that people in this city, it's kind of like, oh, that's cute. Oh, that's cute. But
the brand doesn't penetrate.
Well, that's what I said. I think Ohio State fans look at them as still a little brother.
Yeah.
Like you're not on our level yet. I think Buckeye fans probably feel that way.
No,
it's more like little stepbrother.
I
don't even think it's a relation.
I think Curt Cignetti's the best coach in college football. Like, I think the way that your team performs in games of similar talent, and I mean, that probably, well, it's debatable if it was similar talent.
I'm going to give you proof of that.
Amazing.
The proof of that.
So you would start a program with Curt Cignetti over Kirby.
Yep.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's not some young gun either. Like he's been around.
You can't tell me that Indiana has the same amount of the same caliber of players as Georgia, Oregon.
It's not even close.
No, thank you.
No, it's not even close. They're not littered with 4- and 5-star guys.
So he wins, at least so far. Curt Cignetti wins all of his similar matchup games. And then he just stole one in Eugene.
You know where the proof of that
Oregon,
was?
I guarantee you that he would trade rosters if he could. I promise you, Curt Cignetti, if he had the opportunity, would trade rosters with Dan Lanning.
I agree with that.
If you took out the human element, yes.
Yeah.
If you gave him
the emotional ties.
if you gave him a severance. And you chopped his brain into work and play.
If he hadn't already recruited those players and other families and all that stuff.
For sure.
Yeah, that's But the proof of that is that when Mendoza threw the pick six as an Indiana guy, and I'm on text strings, all these guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Indiana, the old Indiana, would have gone to that sideline. That was our chance. It's over. All the Mo's back in Autzen. Game's over. It was fun. Yeah. They pushed him hard. It's over. And you know what they did? They answered with a touchdown. Mm-hmm. That's the difference. That's the Cignetti effect. By the way, the quick gambling story is this. Years ago, Maddie knows this. After the Minneapolis Miracle against the Saints, where Sean Payton was taunting the Viking crowd right before Case Keenum hit Diggs, and it was the greatest. The fact that he's taunting the crowd, and then Keenum hits Diggs, and
Williamson ducks,
and everyone said, "Okay, now you're destined. The Vikes are going to win the Super Bowl." And not only did I not believe it, the Vikes were then going to host the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. They were going to be the first team ever to play in their own stadium, but they had to go away to do it. So they had to go to Philadelphia.
Right,
and the
Nick
choice
Foles
was playing Matt Ryan at home against Atlanta or Nick Foles at Philly. And I was like, nope, go earn your way back. I'd rather play Foles. So the Eagles were a 3-point underdog at home to the Vikes. And everyone said, this is perfect for you. Put everything you want on the Eagles to win, because if they don't, your team's going to the Super Bowl for the first time. Like, not first time, but they're going to host it in their own stadium for the first time. And I'm going to be there. We're going to be at Radio Row like it's going to be the greatest thing ever. And the 10-year-old kid in me said, I'm not doing it. Not putting a dime, because if they lose and I put money on the Eagles, I will forever think I had something to do with it. And
No,
so
I get that. That's fair.
I didn't. The bet to make would have been Eagles +3 and then hope the Vikes win by a field goal. But the purist in me that day said, you're watching this as a 10-year-old kid. You're not watching it as a guy who bets on games. And I didn't bet it. We lost. And the whole theory goes down the trash can. And now I'll forever think. Nobody has there's no cosmic anything to games.
The second quarter got away from you guys. Just real quick before we get this.
First.
I know.
Rudolph got that touchdown.
Just looking at it real quick. Our final score was 38-7. They put 17 up in the second quarter. You guys didn't put up any points and didn't score the rest of the way. That's where it got out of hand. I really believed you guys were going to win it all that year. I did.
After the miracle.
I thought it was your year. Yeah.
Connor tweets me the correct answer is Ohio State. No, that's the fourth choice. No legit threat. That's the one. Mm-hmm. Click that one then. All right, we're coming back with Schefter in 2 minutes. Why did they truly move off of Vrabel? And guess what? The revenge game is this weekend. Does that sound like a lock to you? Rothman and Ice in the Fan.
More than a few of our patients have talked to me about their first time, but it's not the first time you're probably thinking about. It's the first time that erectile dysfunction ruined the moment. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health, and if you're over 50, it's likely that you've had that first time yourself. But the good news is that if you're like most men, that first time can be the last time that ED impacts your sex life. At Tri-State Men's Health, we're experts in treating ED. We've treated tens of thousands of men using protocols with success rates well over 90%. And those treatments have, in most cases, made sex great again for both them and their partners. You could even find that you're performing like you haven't in years. So if ED has been affecting your intimacy, it's time to make the last time that happens the last time that happens. For just $99, you'll receive blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices in the tri-state area to serve you.
October is Car Care Month. Visit your local AAA Tire and Auto Service location and save $40 on any repair of $150 or more. And on the plus side, AAA members save more. Offer valid October 1st through October 31st. See store for details.
Care Heating and Cooling. Honest technicians, honest pricing. Call 1-800-COOLING.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Rothman and Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
NFL Playbook with ESPN's Adam Schefter.
Sponsored by Bet365. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365.
All right, it's our time with the NFL senior insider for ESPN. He is Adam Schefter, and he's on the Bryant Heating Cooling Systems Fangus Hotline. Shefty, good to have you as always, my man.
What's going on?
I've been enjoying you on Get Up, by the way. I like the fact, is that going to be more in the rotation, that you're going to be up at the desk?
No, I've been doing it Mondays and Thursdays all season long. Tomorrow I won't be there. I have to take a trip for some reason, but Mondays and Thursdays in season all year.
All right, good. I finally beat Graz on the trivia this week. I finally got him because it was an old one. All right, so give me your best recollection of why Tennessee moved on from Mike Vrabel at the time. Did it have more to do with that he wasn't interested in Rand Carthen or other stuff? Like, in your mind, if someone asks you, hey, why did they get rid of Vrabel? What do you tell them?
Well, nobody's asked me, and since they got rid of him. But I would say that at that time, Mike Vrabel, to me, is one of the great coaches in football. He's also a very strong personality. And I think at that point in time, there were some people there that didn't necessarily like that is evidenced by the fact that they decided to move on from him. And, listen, we see how it worked out. It didn't work out great for the Titans. They've been through GMs. They've been through coaches. Vrabel is shining and succeeding in New England. And, Bill Belichick was not always the easiest guy to be around, but he did great things. And I think with Mike, he's such a strong personality, such a man's man, so in your face. And I don't mean that in a critical, I mean that complimentary. He's a great coach. But I think after a while, some people there, they wanted a break, like the owner.
Did she not think that if she arranged that marriage, so to speak, with Carthon and Vrabel, was there thought that Vrabel didn't want him and it was just going to be too forced and the GM wins that argument in her mind?
Yeah, I don't know that Rand Carthon would have been Mike Vrabel's first choice, but I don't know that that's why they got rid of him. I think what happened is they bring in now you're kind of refreshing my memory a little bit, but I think they bring in Rand Carthon to work with Vrabel, and I think Rand's like a very laid back, nice guy, and I just think I think we want to hand the organization off to him, not Mike.
Okay.
And that was the decision they made. It didn't work out.
Okay. Shefty, let's go up to Cleveland. What's your understanding of Andrew Berry, the front office, and their mindset when it comes to possibly moving off some guys and trading guys elsewhere? Where are the Browns at with a few guys maybe on that offensive line and up and down the roster that they are maybe ready to move on from?
Well, I think that they're going to be interested in a lot of different things. I think that they will be interested in adding players, and they will be interested in moving players. I know that sounds kind of contradictory, but I think that's kind of where they're at. It's a situation where if they get offered value for one of these guys, I think they'll move some of these guys. And if they find a value in a receiver like they did with Jerry Jeudy, they weren't winning, but they traded for him at that time, then they'll go do that too.
When you say these guys, who are some of the names that we should be locked in on?
Well, I think they'd like to add a receiver still. I think that if they could do that, they would.
Okay. Do you feel, let's stay in kind of that sell-off mode here, and I know the Bengals certainly are a team that's kind of hovering. Yes, they got Flacco, and he played competitively against Green Bay, but the losses are stacking. This Trey Hendrickson, let's revisit it again. Is that something that they will think about? Will teams now start to smell blood in the water a little bit and go after a rental like Trey?
Well, I think here's what's going on. Like, the Bengals are still in save the season mode. And they're trying to make a playoff push here. So they think they're alive. Like, they're not ready to move on from these guys. Now, here's the deal. Let me see their schedule. They play the Pittsburgh Steelers Thursday night, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, I just want to see who's on their docket here.
Jets and Bears at home.
Oh, okay. So, by the way, let's just say they found a way to win the next three. I mean, I don't think they will, but let's say they find a way to win 3 straight games. Do you think they're going to trade Trey Hendrickson? I don't think they will.
No, at 5-4 going into the bye week, they wouldn't do that.
Right. No. But if they lose 0-3, would they? I think that they would have to explore it. So I really think that how the next few weeks unfold could influence an impact. Like, I don't think they're dead set on not trading them, and I don't think they're dead set on keep. I think, like, where they're at today, they're not thinking about it. Other teams are, but that's not top of their mind.
Yeah. Shefty, what's impressive to me is how Tampa has gotten to a 5-1 record, and had to deal with a whole bunch of injuries to their key guys, especially in that wide receiver room. So let's go there. What's going on with the former Buckeye, Emeka Egbuka? How much time is he going to miss, if he's going to miss time at all? And are they going to have Mike Evans back when they suited up for Monday Night Football?
Here's where they're at. I think you have to look at their schedule. And again, you look at these things sometimes, and they're a little bit revealing. The Buccaneers play Monday night against Detroit. I do not expect Egbuka to play. They're going to try to get Mike Evans back this week, and my guess is he will be back this week. Chris Godwin won't be back this week. So no Godwin, no Egbuka, but I think they get back Mike Evans. The next week they play at New Orleans before they have a bye. So I think some of these injured guys, like Chris Godwin, like Emeka Egbuka, like Bucky Irving, I think there's a real possibility that all three of them won't play until after the bye. Now, let's see what it's like as this week goes on and next week. But the schedule dictates that it's certainly possible that some of those players that we talked about and mentioned won't play the next two games, and then they'll be back after the bye. Like, that's a logical outcome for these guys right now.
Carson Wentz finished the game against the Browns. It looked bad when it happened, but he finished it. They come back. They have a bye week. Now they play the Eagles. I imagine he'll want to play against his former team. Will he?
I think it'll be J.J. McCarthy this week. That's what I think. Now, is J.J. McCarthy going to finish? He's their quarterback.
Yeah.
And that's what they're expecting. So I think he gets the start, and Carson will be back to being J.J. McCarthy's backup. That's what I'm expecting this week.
Puka playing this week?
Puka? I don't think so.
Okay. I want to ask you about Mike McDaniel, right?
But by the way, I'm less certain on Puka than I am Egbuka and Godwin and Bucky. Like, they're not going to play. Puka has a chance to play, but sure. I would guess he doesn't. Let's see how the week goes. But somebody there yesterday told me he has a chance to, but more unlikely. But let's see how the week goes.
Okay. I want to ask you about Mike McDaniel because just the vibe around the Miami Dolphins, even before the season started, was bad, and now here we are, and he's kind of cleaning up things Tua saying and all of that. But from the people that you talk to around the Miami Dolphins, like their confidence in him, or is there no more confidence, and is he the next coach to maybe lose his job?
Well, let me say this, that he may be the next coach to lose his job, but I don't think that they're in a rush to do anything. Now, by the way, they could go lose to the Cleveland Browns, and all of a sudden Monday comes, and all of a sudden they fire Mike. Could that happen? I guess. I don't think that's how they're thinking. I don't think that's how they're operating. I don't think that's what they're planning right now with Mike McDaniel. Okay? I think that's a move, if they don't turn it around, that would occur later in the season, not now, at this point in the season. But again, with these things, they're always fluid. They just are. You're trying to hit a moving target. But I could tell you that today, right now, I don't think the Dolphins are planning to make a move with McDaniel anytime soon. And when I say anytime soon, I mean, coming weeks, next month or so. Like, after that, all bets are off, especially if they're not winning games.
Yeah. Good stuff, my man. As always, enjoy the rest of the week.
Guys, it was my pleasure. Enjoyed it. We'll be in touch next week on Wednesday.
You got
Have
it.
a great day, and good luck in Wisconsin this weekend.
Thanks, brother. Appreciate you. That is Adam Schefter, ESPN senior NFL insider on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. I don't think luck's going to have anything to do with it. You never turn it down. You never turn down
No,
luck.
for sure. You'll take that.
If anybody ever tells you, CJ, hey, good luck.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Keep that luck stuff away from me.
Don't want it.
Yeah. Don't want it. Don't need it.
Is
Make
it a
my
name
own
your
luck.
score type of game?
This offense has not. It feels like it with the opponent, but I don't think Ohio State's offense right now has. I guess they could strategically.
You don't think
but
they're
they've been
playing name your score level football on offense?
I don't, but I also don't think that's their goal.
Yeah, I don't feel the same way about this one as I did the Grambling game. Like the Grambling game for sure was name your score. This one's a conference game on the road, and I'm with AR.
And if teams want to do what Illinois did almost to a fault and not swing big defensively on any passing down, if they want to just keep everything in front of them, Ohio State has shown the discipline right now that they'll take it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do it. Yeah. And they'll take points when they can. They'll situationally go for it. They'll see how the game's going, and they'll coach it the way they're supposed to coach it.
Yeah, you want to limit our at-bats? That's fine. We'll let our defense just rip your head off.
Well, it's not even limiting the at-bats. It's limiting the home runs. I think these defenses are trying to do.
Well, to me, it's the at-bats, too. It's like, hey, we want to take away your opportunities to swing at us, and they're like, okay,
we'll
we're
hit
good.
We'll hit for 3:30.
We'll come over here with this defense and get you right back off the field.
All right. Speaking of coaches, does Belichick truly want out? The latest next. Rothman and Ice and the Fan.
If you consider yourself a Buckeye fan, you've come to the right place. This is your heritage sports talker and home of Ohio State Athletics, The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Listen up, football fans. You won't want to miss this. Right now, new Bet365 customers bet $5 and get $200 in bonus bets, win or lose, so you could turn that $200 into something bigger when you bet on money lines, spreads, totals, or player props.
$200 in bonus bets when new customers bet just $5. It's the only betting app I use. Download the app and see why it's never ordinary at Bet365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions apply. In-app only.
Save big money on your next project now at Menards. Get ready for the winter and keep your equipment protected with Shelter Logic Storage Solutions. We carry durable steel frame shelters and garages to fit your needs. They offer quick installation to store vehicles, boats, and yard equipment with easy drive-in access. Save big money on all outdoor storage and check out more great deals happening now in our weekly flyer on Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards. An incredible night of firsts. Are you kidding me?
Fox Tonight is TV's most epic game night.
I'm Rob Lowe. This is the floor.
And the competition soars to new heights.
It is an entirely new game.
Then on 99 to beat.
Ref, can I get a ref?
And there's tension out there.
3 players' $1 million dreams come down to a photo finish.
We don't know who's eliminated. We got to look back at the tape.
My heart is racing.
Tonight, starting at 8 on Fox 28.
At the end of the day, the sun sets on Central Ohio, but stories are still unfolding. Every voice, every neighborhood, every question that still needs answers. Fox 28 News at 10 is there in the quiet moments and at the turning points, digging deeper, finding solutions, lifting up the communities that shape who we are. At the end of the day, you deserve a team that's on your side. Fox 28 News at 10, always on your side.
The football season now stretches from August to late January, and we can't afford not to be at our very best all season. Hey guys, it's Eric Reeser, and if you're like me, looking at the calendar wondering how you're going to stay at 100% for the next 5 months, do what I did, go see my friends at Hydrate Me Med Spa. I went to their Grandview location, got hooked up with a fast vitamin push that's got me feeling better than I have in years, and the NAD Plus has me thinking better too. From IV to aesthetic treatments, look great, feel great at Hydrate Me Med Spa. 4 locations, Grandview, Granville, New Albany, and Dublin. Book your appointment at hydratememedspa.com.
At Baths R Us, we believe home improvement is life improvement, and that starts with a team who brings your vision to life. Our installers aren't just skilled, they're experts.
This is who we are. This is what we do all day, every day.
Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. 380-225-2284. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
You know me, when it comes to big moments like popping the question, I always say, I've got a guy. That guy is Bob Capace at Worthington Jewelers.
Thanks, Common Man. Right now, it's our fall bridal sale. Buy one, get one 50% off. Engagement rings, wedding bands, wedding jewelry. We've got it all.
If you want sparkle, you want quality, and you want to save big, trust me, I've got a guy.
That's me. Come see us at Worthington Jewelers.
Worthington Jewelers,
where Columbus gets engaged.
Hey, it's Anthony. Wouldn't you want to drive into the new season with a brand new Honda from Germain Honda of Dublin? You can lease the 25 Honda Accord LX for just $199 a month or finance at 3.99% APR. Or the 26 Honda CR-V LX all-wheel drive, leasing from only $319 a month or finance from 4.99% APR. These fall deals are fantastic. Visit Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road, just south of 270, or you can shop online anytime at GermainHondaofDublin.com.
Did you know Austin and Berm host a show at Roosters? And did you know that Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences? Tickets, sideline passes, trips to a postseason game, and more. Register today at roosterswings.com.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Now you can watch Rothman and Ice.
Go to YouTube and search 97.1 The Fan.
Rothman is wearing the pancake makeup, so you might as well watch. Back to Rothman and Ice.
Thought about this morning, like the Belichick fatigue. Like how much that story had steam before the season, and now it's fallen on its face. And it's not like people don't want to hear like what's going on with him and them and whether he's going to leave. And if he did leave, do you get
some ice cubes in the background over there?
It's always open mic night here at Rothman and Ice. You never know when there's a hot mic somewhere.
Ice cubes pop it off over there. Right.
I don't know if anybody else heard it, but I heard it through the headphones.
This might be my new favorite joke. Open mic night.
It really is. You never know when he's going to spout off something or sing karaoke or you don't know.
Ice is the singer on this show.
I do like to sing.
Ice has a song on his heart.
You ever done karaoke?
Oh, wait a minute.
I have.
You have?
I have.
On a regular basis?
Not on a regular basis.
Like
but I've done karaoke before. I'm heavy on the singing in the shower. I am that guy.
Okay.
Like just bringing a little speaker in the bathroom, just rocking out.
Yeah,
like
well, the acoustics are so good in
You're
there.
singing
They
like
really are.
Edge's theme song or like something?
No wrestling. This morning I did throw a lot of D'Angelo on the playlist since he unfortunately passed
never
away.
heard of that dude.
He's a great R&B singer, man. It was so sad to see that story pop up. He was 51 years old and lost his life, unfortunately, to cancer. But yeah, it was a heavy D'Angelo playlist this morning, AR. So yeah, I'm big on that in the shower, man. Yeah.
I think we all have a great career in the shower.
There's a bite.
I feel like there's something there.
There's a bite right there.
We all have, like,
there's a drop.
I think we all feel like we could have been a singer at some point
That's
in
real,
the shower.
That is very
Or
real.
in the car if it's up loud enough and drowning out how bad your voice really is.
100%.
All right, so Belichick is 2-3.
Okay.
Lost his last two. He's been drilled in both UCF and Clemson.
Yeah.
He's got Cal on the road Friday night. He should lose that.
My boy.
Come home for Virginia. Should lose that. And I guess this week, or even last week, that North Carolina released statements from both Belichick and I assume their AD that the rumors were that he was going to leave, step down, whatever. Like, I don't know why you would do that mid-season. Were the rumors mid-season?
I just saw it was I saw that and I also saw one and done like after this year.
Yeah.
He's already looking elsewhere. TLC, I think you have some sound from old Bill. He had his presser, I believe, this week or Saturday after the game, and here's what he said addressing the rumors that are out there.
I'll just start with read up just some of the reports out last week about my looking for a buyout and trying to leave here and all that. It's just categorically false. There's zero truth into that. Glad I'm here. We're working towards our goals and process. That great support from Chancellor Roberts, Bubba, Steve, and so forth. Mike and Marty. It's been those people have all been great, and I appreciate all their help and everything.
Well, he's glad to be there because he's getting paid $10 million right now.
And it's guaranteed.
Correct.
It's guaranteed. Not that although I don't know what his NFL prospects would be at 74 years of age. I really don't know. Yeah. I feel like if he went back to the NFL, it would be just to try to break Shula's record. Somehow get a job so he can get that too. Like he checked both boxes. I wanted to try to Carolina, a lot of nostalgia with my dad, and I wanted to do that and help my son stay employed and all that. Or at least jumpstart him. And it's gone the way most people thought it would go. Like, they didn't think he had a great team, but we thought the Belichick effect would, but it just comes back to this. You still need the players. Like, we talk about coaches getting fired all the time. And we talk about it really willy-nilly in that it's all their fault. We never talk about, we do it somewhat, but when a coach gets fired, we usually go right to the record. We never say, well, if his players would have played a little better, maybe he'd still be employed right now. Like, it's always it kind of bothers me because I'm so jaded to it now because we talk about it like this guy's on the hot seat and that guy's this. And sometimes you do lose the team. Sometimes you do. And it's tough. Belichick is just getting started.
Yeah.
Now, it's the girlfriend effect. Like, if he would have taken this job without Jordan Hudson, without the book tour, without her on the sideline in the boots and everything and hugging on him
and
before
the CBS interview and all that stuff.
Then this record at 2-3 would not be that big of a deal right now. It'd be like, all right, he's getting started. Let's judge him in year 3.
I'm with you, AR. I'm with you, man, because I think the results that we're seeing, some of this is expected because you're so right to identify. You just got to have the dudes. You have to have the dudes, man, to have any type of success. I don't care how great of a coach you are. I don't care how great of a quarterback if you are. You have to have some type of support. And right now, Bill Belichick as a coach on his roster, he doesn't have the support from his guys to consistently get it done at this level. You brought up, I think, is what's making this situation more real by the week, and maybe some people down there in Chapel Hill not being too happy about this experiment is because of all the dysfunction outside of the football stuff, right? You touched on Jordan Hudson.
What was the Hard Knocks thing that was going to happen?
I don't know what's going on.
Jordan was a constant presence during our interview.
I don't know what's going on with that, AR, but that seems like, hey, we're doing it, we're not doing it. I don't know, but it's the girlfriend stuff. And now you got coaches, violating NCAA rules because they're handing out sideline passes to players' families. And you got you got the back and forth with the Patriots and just how weird all of that is. And so when it comes to a guy that his entire coaching career has made it all about football and football only, it's odd that you're getting all these other things outside of the football. I can't crush him for in year one in the ACC not being dominant right now. Like, it takes 2 to 3 years to build, and even then sometimes you're not going to have the team you need to play at the highest level. But when you're not getting the football stuff and you're getting all this other stuff that can be labeled as distractions, that's why the noise is loud. But I never thought when he took this job that he was going to be around for years here. Like, I always thought it was 3 max. Like 3 years max.
Unless it was going well, and at 75 years old, this was going to be his last job, and he wanted to see it through as far as he could go. If he could still go at 75, then I think he would have stayed with it because no NFL team's going to hire him now or then. So I feel like the questions that he should not be answering is at a press conference is, hey, how's the Hulu series coming? I got Cal on Friday. That would be his normal reaction.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's, I think it's still in the works.
Great.
Wait, why? B&J against the world. Yes, B&J against the world. Here's the buyout. $20 million. They wanted to buy him out after this season.
Okay. MJ's got that. MJ will cut the check.
Along with another 10 to buy out Lombardi and the rest of his staff. Like, that's what they do. That's what these schools do. They pick up the phone now and call the richest booster and say, what do you want to do?
Right. North Carolina went for Mac Brown, and they were thinking we got a chance to sustain some respectability and, more importantly, a good football program. They handed the keys over to Bill, gave him all this power. You bring in Lombardi, you bring in your son, and it's not working. And I think this is what scared off some NFL teams, too.
Is his son still the incumbent? Like, is this being passed down to Steve still?
The only way he could do that is if there was some negotiation or give him a fighting chance. Like, if they wanted him to leave and didn't want to pay, like, he could say, all right, I'll take the $30 million you're going to owe me and my staff. I'll tell you what, I'll chop that down in half. You give Stevie Boy a chance.
Maybe. There's a rumor that was out there that was his plan, that he wanted to hand this over to his son.
I think if things are going okay, that maybe he would make a logical sense that he could be a candidate for it.
Yeah.
That's probably what he's trying to do. Just give him one last booster seat for a chance. All right, we come back top of the hour. We got an update for you here. We'll get into the Heisman odds and who we should pick for our value. That's next. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
If you haven't thought about Buckeye football today, I'm sorry to tell you that you're dead. Our condolences. Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Hi, I'm Rick Germain for Toyota West. And with over 600 new and pre-owned vehicles available, Toyota West at I-270 and Georgesville Road has the car you're looking for. And right now at Toyota West, take advantage of 0 down and 0 payments until 2026. And every pre-owned vehicle comes with a 72-hour exchange policy plus a 3-month warranty for qualified vehicles. Come see us at the Germain Auto Mall on Georgesville Road or get started today at ToyotaWest.com. Offer expires 10/31. No payments for deferred payment. Interest accrues at time of inception with approved credit.
You know what my favorite place is to watch a game? The ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. This is Scotty Vegas, and Dave Biddle and I are throwing a huge party for the Thursday night Steelers-Bengals game. We have tickets, Pro Football Hall of Fame passes, and dining credits to give out during the game at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook. Amazing food, huge screens and prizes. That's a winning parlay. Can't wait to see you Thursday night. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
It's officially fall at Firehouse Subs. The Thanksgiving turkey sub is back. This sub brings all the flavors of the Thanksgiving table into one crave-worthy bite. Stacked high with premium carved turkey, rich stuffing, and cranberry sauce. Add a side of warm, savory gravy for ultimate holiday comfort. Hurry to Firehouse Subs today and try the Thanksgiving turkey sub before it's gone. Limited time at participating Firehouse Subs restaurants while supplies last. Planning a tailgate or game day spread? Firehouse Subs Catering makes it easy to feed the whole crew.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I cannot imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life. There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
Welcome to Tire Discounters. Oh, hiya, Phantom.
Mike, you may be in big trouble with Chip Wood.
Our owner?
Free oil changes along with alignment?
On any 4-tire purchase.
And Goodyear's up to $200 off?
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike, but I'm telling.
But the Wood family is behind all this.
Oh, those rascals.
But don't tell the accountants.
Of course not. And what do they do again?
Buy any set of 4 tires at Tire Discounters and get a free alignment and oil change. Make them Goodyear's and save up to $200 more.
See store for details.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Treat yourself to a new ride from Coughlin Ford. Lease a new 25 Ford Mustang, Escape, or Bronco Sport. $399 a month with 0 down. New 25 Bronco, Explorer, F-150, or Lightning, only $499 a month with 0 down. Visit our newest location in Marysville or CoughlinFord.com.
Coughlin has the car for you.
48-month lease, all factory rebates to dealer. 7,500 miles per year, 25 cents per mile over. Excludes $387 dock fee, $395 disposition fee at lease end. No security deposit. See dealer for details. Ends 10/31/25.
Ohio Credit Union Business Banking is there whether you need a loan to grow your operations or cash flow solutions to keep things moving forward. Real talk about what matters to your business. Visit telohio.org/business.
Certain restrictions apply. Telhio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Looking to get your roof or siding replaced this fall? Call the company that delivers an excellent customer experience every time. Newman Roofing. Don't wait. Call Newman Roofing today at 614-NEW-ROOF or visit online at newmanroofing.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Ohio State travels to Wisconsin Saturday at 3:30. Buckeyes have won 10 straight over the Badgers since being upset at Camp Randall Stadium in 2010. High school sports, Jameer Brown of Wayne High is part of a lawsuit filed in the Franklin County Court of Pleas seeking to profit off NIL while still in school. Brown, the top receiver in the class of 2027, is committed to play at Ohio State. From the NFL, Bengals tight end Mike Gesicki will miss at least 4 weeks with a pectoral injury. Browns wideout David Bell medically retired after complications from an undergoing off-season surgery. ALCS Game 3, Mariners host the Blue Jays at 8:08. Seattle leads 2-0 and sends George Kirby to the hill against Shane Bieber for Toronto. NBA ESPN reporter 9-time All-Star Russell Westbrook has signed with the Kings for his 18th season. This update sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local, drink High Bank. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Miss a minute of Rothman and Ice? Check out the podcast.
Type in Rothman and Ice wherever you get your podcasts. Download and subscribe.
Back to Rothman and Ice.
Hour number 2. Ins and outs coming your way. Bobby Carpenter coming your way at 1:30. Heisman's been weird. It's all over the place. It's always been technically a quarterback award. We've seen non-quarterbacks win it. And Jeremiah really has a fighting chance now. He just does. And it's not... See, it's weird because the Heisman it has to be a stat-driven award because it's the only tiebreaker. Can't just say who you think's the best player and give it to him. It's got to have a season attached to it. There's got to be something worthy.
Some team success, too, has to come along with it.
That's the other part of the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that certain guys have a built-in floor because you know how good they are. And if they have a certain season, they'll be included. And then it goes to also Heisman moments. I made the case earlier in the year that if Jeremiah Smith made the catches, the actual catches that Carnell Tate has made this year, his odds would be even lower because he would have had some Heisman moments. Mm-hmm. He's got the stats. That's fine. He'll have stats and he'll get more. And this could be a stat game at Wisconsin.
Yeah.
But these teams are not cooperating with the Heisman. Illinois certainly didn't. They're not cooperating. We need home runs. We need Heisman moments. We need deep touchdowns. We need bombs. We need that stuff. And I like the fact that Ohio State hasn't even talked about it. It's like not even on their radar now. And in years past, maybe it would have been. And I know, remember old Maddie, I don't know if you remember this, like back in the old days, these schools would come up with these campaigns.
Oh, yeah.
And they would start pitching it. You really felt you had to, this was like almost pre-internet too. Like you really had to do something. You needed the media.
Yeah.
Now it's everywhere anyway.
I think we get some of that now.
Some of it.
And I think that'll happen in the coming weeks. I think for Jeremiah, like he's got some games that are on deck to where you could see him cleaning up and the stats could really pop off. I think you really brought up a good point about Carnell Tate because he does have that home run hitting ability, and we've seen that from him. Like he's racked up multiple catches of 40 yards or more.
And it's the kind that he's caught.
For sure.
The one-handers, the juggling grabs.
No question. There's no question about it. So at Bet365 right now, you have both Jeremiah Smith and Julian Sand tied for 4th to win the Heisman at 14-1. Leader in the clubhouse is Carson Beck plus 350. Actually, let me correct myself. Those guys are 3rd because Ty Simpson and Carson Beck are tied for 1st at plus 350, followed by Fernando Mendoza at plus 500. And then you get the Buckeyes. Both of them tied for 3rd right now, 14-1.
Why do you think that Jaden Mayava is not up there?
Because and I think it's a really good name to bring up. It really is. USC,
the Illinois,
have they had the moment in front of the nation enough yet?
Just the Michigan game, really.
Yeah. So I think maybe he's a little out of sight, out of mind.
Shouldn't his numbers say that he is?
Where's he at right now, numbers-wise?
What do you want? You tell me. Passing, touch, what do you want?
Just he's
got 1,852 passing yards.
Mm-hmm. I think their problem is...
That's 4th in the country.
Yeah.
The problem...
4th in the country, and name the other 3 that are above him.
Sawyer Robertson. Let's play name that school.
Yeah.
Sawyer Robertson. Josh Hoover. Maverick McIver.
McLevore?
Maybe. MC
the other guys are in
IVOR.
the Big 12.
McIver. Yeah, we got
one of them's a Baylor guy.
Sawyer Robinson's Baylor, Josh Hoover's TCU.
Okay.
Maverick McIver
so
is the typical Western Kentucky.
My point is the 3 guys above him aren't winning it.
The problem, I think, for him is they did lose to Illinois, even though he played well.
in that game. And the other games on USC's schedule right now is wins against Missouri State, Georgia Southern, Sparty, and Purdue.
Goes to your
outside
point.
of Michigan.
You know, it goes to your point. Stats aren't enough. You got to be on a really good team, and you have to have beaten really good teams.
I like that you bring him up now, though, because
where are his odds?
He's at 28-1. He's tied with TLC's boy CJ Carr, who looks to be for real and will be for real. He is. So that's going to be an interesting matchup because they will have that head-to-head this week. USC taking on Notre Dame. And then USC also has Nebraska on their schedule, who is now ranked 25th in the country. They also play Oregon. So as we sit here today,
they're all on the road.
There's 3 ranked opponents from which can work in his favor, I think, even more.
Oh, it would a lot if he was able to pull off the Notre Dame. Actually, he'd have to win all 3 probably, or at least win the next 2.
So he's got some showcase games on deck. And I think if he does ball this week against Notre Dame, either one of these quarterbacks, CJ Carr or Mayava, that Heisman train, I think, will start to roll a little bit more.
All right, let's play the pathway to win. Where are Ty Simpson's odds?
Ty Simpson AR is plus 350, tied for first on the board.
That's horrible. There's no value there. He'd have to rip off. He'd have to win all these games, which he could. Maybe that's what they're thinking, because he gets Tennessee, LSU, and Oklahoma all at home. And if they make the playoff after laying the egg against Florida State to start the year?
Yeah, the Ty Simpson argument is going to be where the teams were ranked at the time, because there are so many ranked SEC teams that are all going to lose to each other that the way the rankings look at the end of the year could look completely different than what they look like now. So it's going to be, well, what were they ranked at the time that we beat them versus, well, who's ranked at the end of the year? And like, it's just using whichever argument is better for your favorite player.
Yeah. AR, I may have a name for you with some value attached to it. How do you like Marcel Reed at 20-1 right now? Aggies are 4th in the country, 6-0, leading the SEC at the moment in games on deck at LSU, at Missouri, and then at Texas on a Friday night at 7:30 in front of the nation. So Marcel Reed, he's that dual threat guy. His stats should look good at the end of the year, and now he's attached to, you know, at least ranking-wise, one of the best programs in the sport. So 20-1 for Marcel Reed, I think, is pretty good if you're looking for value right now.
You know what he's pulling for? He's pulling for Notre Dame to beat USC.
Correct.
Because he pounded Notre Dame. And he had a great game that night, and he could knock Mayava out a little bit. That's a great name.
Yeah.
That would be a really good name to have. I love Jeremiah at 14-1 right now. I think it's worth the value. I do. He's going to have some stat games, and they're going to need him down the stretch. They'll need him at Michigan, presumably. Like I do.
The crazy part is this, because I don't know where to go with Jeremiah and Julian. Like I really don't, because the stat games that you're talking about, we know where the rock's coming from. Right,
they're attached to the quarterback.
Right, so it's coming from Julian, and I don't think that Jeremiah's stats will look at the end of the year similar to what Devontae Smith did when he won the Heisman.
They may not have to.
They may not have to, but the wide receiver position, like Devontae was the first guy to do it since Desmond did it in 91. And so you got to just have some eye-popping stats at the wide receiver position that they may hurt themselves. That's what this may come down to.
He's got brand perception right now over saying in the nation, Jeremiah.
I agree with that. I agree with that. The funny thing is we may be having this exact same conversation next year because both guys will be here. So they may hurt themselves for 2 years of talking about the Heisman, because I think you're going to have people on both sides of it.
What's weird is that
it's going to be like Leinart and Bush.
Yeah, like you know what I mean?
Well, actually, that's a terrible example because they both won.
This is lined up though.
But it was
but this is lined up though for a quarterback like Sane to sneak in there and get it.
It'd be like
it has turned. It's flipped.
Yeah.
Baker and D.D. Westbrook, the year Lamar Jackson won.
There you go. It was kind of like we were having another sport, but the Judge Soto debate when they were on the same team and how you're taking votes away from each other when you're on the same team.
Sane won't be out dueling Aller now in the Penn State game. You won't have that head-to-head.
Yeah.
Wisconsin's trash right now.
Yeah.
Rothman, off the top of your head, the year that Matt Leinart won it in 2004, Jason White and Adrian Peterson were both finalists. Am I correct in saying that?
Feels like it. I'd have to look it up. I don't know. I remember.
Oklahoma QB running back duo.
AP was a monster at Oklahoma.
You mean where White?
Yeah, on the topic of
he won it, right?
I don't think he won it that year,
but he won it.
I think so.
He was.
I think there was a year where Adrian Peterson and Jason White were both finalists.
That would have been that would have been that year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, we'll come back with ins and outs after this. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Hockey is back. You're listening to Blue Jackets Week. Proud to be your flagship home for Jackets hockey. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
This is the Duke's country song. It's a song about the best mayo. It has a yellow lid, and its full name is Duke's Mayonnaise. Get Duke's Mayo in store. It's got twang.
At Great Lakes Hyundai, the savings are so good.
Just announced. Get 0% financing for 60 months on all 2025 Tucson and Tucson hybrids. Columbus or Dublin or glakeshyundai.com with approved credit ends 11/3.
Hey, Buckeye fans. As the official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics, Roosters is kicking off an incredible giveaway you won't want to miss. This football season, we're giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. 3 drawings, 12 winners with prizes including tickets, sideline passes, and 3 trips to a Buckeye first round postseason game. Go to roosterswings.com to register and see all the details. 3 drawings, 12 amazing prizes. Register today and every day. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Hi, I'm Dr. John Runyon from Runyon Dental Group. Are you missing teeth or do you have uncomfortable dentures? Dental implants can not only transform your smile, they can restore your confidence and allow you to eat those foods you love that you've been missing. When I was in my early 30s, I was in a similar situation needing complex dental work and dental implants. I understand all the emotions that you're feeling because I've been the patient and I know that we can help you. Schedule a free consultation today at runyondentalgroup.com. That's runyondentalgroup.com.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caden Cox. Caden made history as the first person born with Down syndrome to play and score in a college football game. His remarkable journey was featured on ESPN's College Game Day, and his football memorabilia is proudly displayed in the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
You've heard about the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. Yeah, that's an old one. My dad told that one to me. But when it's your real feet, it's not a game. It's awful. Hey, it's Anthony. I had pain in my feet and my lower back, so I went to the Good Feet store and got the support I needed in my shoes that changed the game for me. I went in and they personally fit me for arch supports that would be perfect for my feet. The fitting process is simple. They ask the right questions about exactly what I was experiencing and the lifestyle I want to be able to live. They professionally measured my feet and arch size, and before I knew it, I was wearing my new arch supports home. Get back to living the life you love with the Good Feet store. For more than 30 years, they've taken great pleasure in helping thousands discover the comfort they've been dreaming of. I'm a customer. I have their 3-step system put into all of my shoes. Get professionally fitted at the Good Feet store on Polaris Parkway or Stringtown Road in Grove City. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Fraud in government is a crime, and it robs taxpayer dollars. I'm Ohio Auditor of State Keith Faber, and my job is to catch people that lie, cheat, and steal, report suspicious behavior, and help stop fraud. Learn the red flags, speak up, and protect your tax dollars by calling 1-866-FRAUD-OH.
With autumn's arrival, ISA-certified arborists recommend that fallen leaves be left alone or mulched to improve plant health. When leaves decay, they transform into organic matter absorbed by the soil to become moisture to trees through their roots, which helps trees weather drought conditions. Leaves are also a natural habitat for butterflies, chipmunks, earthworms, and others, which increases the population of beneficial insects for the next growing season. To learn more about the benefits of autumn leaves, contact an ISA-certified arborist near you by going to trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org.
The ONN Daily Podcast. Get a recap of all the day's news from across the state. The ONN Daily Podcast. Listen at onnradio.com or wherever you download your favorite podcasts from the Ohio News Network. Can't get enough of your favorite fan content? Good news, we're on all the digitals. Follow 971 The Fan on X, Facebook, YouTube, The Talk, and Gram. Your digital home for endless shenanigans. The Fan. Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Mostly sunny skies for us on this Wednesday with afternoon highs getting up right around 70 degrees. But we will get mostly clear tonight and cooler with overnight lows in the upper 30s to low 40s. For Thursday, though, we will have plenty of sunshine taking control, but it will be a little bit chillier with our afternoon highs only getting in the mid to upper 60s. For The Fan, I'm meteorologist Meredith Garfalo with the 10 Weather Impact Forecast.
Bet365, the official online sports book of Rothman Ice. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Rothman and Ice present In or Out.
Just a little of the old in and out.
Believe me. All right, TLC, take it away, bud.
All righty. I saw on DeVere Posey's Instagram story last night that he had a message for the people of Ohio. And it goes, people of Ohio, one thing, turn off the air conditioner. It's time. Are you in or out on switching your AC system from cool to heat? Are we already there?
This feels like situational coaching. Like, if you're saying that you got to turn it off and then that's it, you can't go back to it, and then we get a 75-day, like that's rough. I'm in his corner.
So you got to check the forecast a month from now to know it's a full-time commitment. There's no switching back.
He's basically saying you're not allowed to turn it back on again. So I'm trying to see. He's right. Like Saturday we're supposed to be, the high is 81.
Yeah, the AC will be popping at my house.
What's he saying? What does he want us to do?
Just sweat to death?
Open the windows and hope there's a breeze?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, and I'm erring on his side because I don't need the AC as much as other people do. I don't. So, but man, if he's saying I'm all in on AC at this point, it seems situational.
See, Depot's like me. He loves the fall weather, so I think he's gotten a little taste of it, and so he's just ready to go all in that way. So I think there's some excitement rooted in that take there, but for me, I like it cold at the house, especially when I'm going to bed.
Well, next Thursday is your day. Low of 39.
Okay. I'm here for that.
Maybe that's the day we decide it's over.
What do you mean, oh, please?
That's got to be an act.
No,
39 degrees excites you?
No, I'm just saying when I'm in the house, I like it cold. I like when there's maybe a little cold air coming through.
I thought you meant you were going to go like hang out outside.
He likes a good draft.
AR knows
hang out on the
that
back porch on a 39-degree night.
I won't go to a Ravens AFC championship game if it's 20 degrees outside on the 50-yard line. If it's 30 degrees outside, I probably won't go. I don't mess around with the cold, TLC. It's not for me.
I was talking to my stepdad, and he's the guy that cools down the house, and then shuts her off. And then all day it gets, and then cool. Like, I'm like, I think you're spending more by doing this. I think you're taxing the system way too much.
On off.
Yes, he's big on that.
Yeah.
It's like taking your money out of a stock market or whatever every week and a half because you think, you know what I mean? Like,
you're just saying, just set it and forget it. Just set it
or
and
just play with the degree a little bit.
Play with it.
All right. I'm leaning to DeVere's side, but I think it's too cut and dried. I think it's too much.
All right. Are you in or out on the players on your favorite team going out drinking the night before a big game? We welcome in Bill Murray via Jimmy Kimmel.
Yeah. Were you like in there with that 85 Bears team? Like, did you know those guys?
Yes, I did spend some time with them, and I have stories I could tell but I was the night before the game, I was with Steve McMichael and Dan Hampton, and just because I felt safe. And they were completely unafraid of the Patriots, and they were drinking 7-7s next to me, like at a speed that it was impossible. I stopped counting.
Day? This was on
night before. I don't think alcohol affected the 85 Bears. It didn't affect them. But I finally had to say that I think I better go, fellas. I just didn't want someone to blame me for anything that could go wrong. But
Smart, yeah.
They were very confident.
Did he say what I thought he said in there?
He did.
Them 7-on-7s?
Yes.
Is that what I heard?
7-and-7s.
That's unbelievable.
That I brought to the table last week. Bill Murray must have been listening, but he was talking about the 80s. And that's amazing that those guys went out the night before the game. I mean, they did hammer the Pats. 46-3 or whatever.
Is that what it was?
I think so.
Okay.
Actually, the Patriots scored first in that game. 3-0. I think Peyton fumbled. I think the Patriots
Sweetness?
turned it into 3.
Okay.
And back then, I was still a Viking fan, but, you're getting caught up in it. That was a pretty wild team. But, yeah, I guess they were as confident as it showed. Mm-hmm. No, I think you'd prefer your favorite team not to do that before a big game. But I'll have Bobby Carpenter up next, so we'll have a firsthand endorsement of it.
If it's a 1 o'clock kick, I don't want those guys out in the streets the night before. 4:25 or later, do what you got to do because you got a little bit more time to recover. Rest and recovery.
The sleep
a little bit
schedule's
more
all off.
window of time before you got to be at the stadium and all those things. So
what did Quan say? The circadian rhythms or whatever?
Something like that, yeah. 1 o'clock kick TLC? No. Let's chill out. Let's wait and party till the next night or next weekend. But 4:25 and after that, I'm good. Do what you got to do.
Now, if you're calling a game the next day,
Mark Sanchez.
I mean, if you're calling a game, then you should probably adhere to the same rules.
Insane story.
Are you in or out on Fernando Mendoza being the number 1 overall pick by the Jets? Was taking a look at some mock drafts, and he, after this past week, it seems to be a little bit of a flip. There were a lot of Dante Moore number 1s, Fernando Mendoza number 2s, and after the game, a lot of people are flipping their mock draft to Fernando Mendoza number 1, Dante Moore number 2.
I don't think I'd have a reason to push back on that right now. I really don't. Like, if you were asking me who I'd want to start my franchise with next year, if I had to drop a rookie in there, would I want it to be Carson Beck, Dante Moore, Mendoza,
Simpson,
Ty Simpson?
There was one that had Ty Simpson number 1.
Remember we talked about Sellers before the year.
Lenore Sellers, yeah. Man.
Lascivious.
Lewd Lascivious.
I would probably lean Beck and Moore over Mendoza if you made me pick between the 3 to start my franchise with next year.
I think we 360'd on Carson Beck. We went from a 180 to another 180 to bring us back to where we were 2 years ago.
So for me
Moore
right now,
didn't outdo Mendoza this weekend.
He
but
did,
that was
but
the
that's
Indiana defense survey.
correct.
Something to say about it.
Correct.
I think I'm in agreement with you. I think his physical traits more, get a little going, a little more towards the NFL. Mendoza's going to have a lot of stat games coming up, and then he might have the ultimate NFL audition. That would be against Ohio State and Indy if they get that far, which they'll be favored to do. But, boy, the first quarterback. Your first statement was pretty good, which is,
thank you.
Why not? No, I was talking to Matt.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
I was being serious, too.
I was talking to Maddie.
That wasn't a joke.
Which was that it'd be hard to push back on it.
Right now, for sure. It really is. I think long term, for me, I think there's
He's big. He's got a strong arm.
100%.
I mean, what's to argue about?
For me, I think there's a little bit higher of a ceiling with more long term than Mendoza, but he may just be one of those guys that's a safe NFL starter, and I think that there's a lot of teams that would love to have a guy like
big,
that.
Strong arm.
Yeah.
Got some accuracy and has the mental strength to come back from a bad mistake, which we just saw against Oregon on the road.
Good trait to have.
So he came right back after that after he made a bad decision with the football, and all quarterbacks do. So it'd be tough to push back against it.
And lastly, are you in or out on the Dodgers being bad for baseball?
Bad for baseball. No. I can't sit here and say I love that when they throw up a graphic. I don't know if it was this offseason or last offseason where it's like, hey, we spent $1 billion in one offseason like to bring in all these free agents. Like, I don't love that. But I'm not sitting here watching these games thinking that they're just this runaway train. And they might be now after the first 2 games, but they had their struggles this year, AR, in the regular season. So I don't think they're bad for baseball. I don't.
Borderline bad. This could force. I mean, that would force a salary cap. Like,
I hear that, but it's also like the team that they're playing in the NLCS is a small market team. That's a scrappy team in Milwaukee. Baseball's weird, man. It's like hockey, AR. Like it's weird sometimes with how you can go about getting to results. It's different than football and basketball, and where you can kind of just look at it and know where this could go. I just think I'm not there yet. That it's bad for baseball.
I wouldn't answer the question that it's bad. I'm just saying it's borderline off if they're like a foregone conclusion they're going to win it all, and then they don't even need their bullpen now. It's weird. But you're right. Baseball's funny. We'll see. Guys can slump, but the MLB PA is, I don't know. I just feel like I'm all about the small market teams getting a chance and these teams, but you're right. Yankees are gone and
Milwaukee's there, and so we'll see, fellas. If you're in a slump right now with your health and you're feeling like, man, I just don't have it anymore, I'm washed. Am I a washed king at this point? No, you're not. You're just still a king, and I want you to get back to feeling like your old self. If you've been dealing with ED issues, low T issues, you have questions about, hey, what's my blood looking like? Go get your blood work checked out at the Columbus Men's Clinic. I did, and I've been feeling confident ever since, because they're going to take care of you and build a plan around your body and having you feeling as confident as I did. There's no guesswork. There's no gimmicks. It's just effective treatments and real science. It's affordable. It's accessible. You'll get consultation, including blood work, at just $99 with results before you leave. So act now. You only get one life. Procrastination is going to make this worse, so do not wait any longer. Call them at 614-300-7400 or hit them up online at columbusmensclinic.com.
So the question you asked about, would you be upset if your favorite team went out drinking the night before the big game? It got me thinking, are there only bed checks in college, not pro?
We got a guy coming up next.
That's right.
No.
In 2 minutes, I'll ask him. Rothman Ice and the Fan.
At High Bank Distillery, they believe every pour should tell a story. Their Whiskey War spirits tell the story of Prohibition in every sip and was awarded the best blended whiskey in America 3 years running. Enjoy High Bank's nationally recognized spirits distilled right here in Ohio. Drink the best. Forget the rest. Learn more at highbankdistillery.com.
Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Give me a mountain with lots to do. Give me the sunshine. Give me a dew. Give me something simple and true. All I need is sunshine and a refreshing mountain dew. So give me my goodness. Give me a dew.
Grab some friends and an ice-cold Mountain Dew today.
Mountain Dew.
Feeling stuck on your own 10-yard line in the career game? Maybe it's time to just go for IT. My Computer Career has the game plan to score a rewarding new IT career in months. Whether you're a rookie, a breakout career changer, or a military veteran ready to serve. Why spend years chasing a college degree when you can fast-track your future in IT starting now? Take your mark, get set, go for IT. Take the free career evaluation at mycomputercareer.edu today. Financial aid is available to those who qualify, including VA benefits.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877 Cars for Kids to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877 Cars for Kids.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Rothman Ice is sponsored by your local Pella Window and Door showroom on Gemini Parkway. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Matty was a big Browns fan. Scratch that, we mean he's a big fan of the former Browns. Oh, yeah? The Baltimore Ravens. This is Rothman and Ice.
All right, here we go, our guy. It's quick with a joke or a light of your smoke. Bobby Carpenter from the Morning Juice on 10 TV Plus. All right, my man, how we feeling?
But where would I rather be, Rothman?
That's right.
You didn't think I'd get your Billy Joel reference, Coach?
I thought you would, but
I
yes,
always
I did.
viewed
But I was happy
myself
you did.
as a real estate novelist.
Man, what are you doing here? Our NFL teams.
You were maybe Davey.
Yeah. Still in the Navy. Probably will be for life. Let me ask you this. Were NFL teams stricter when it came to roadies, bed checks, than what your college coaches were?
I've always heard of roadies as something you get in the car and it's in a cup, or someone that comes to visit you in the hotel when you're on the road. So, Rothman, you know all about those two things, like in spades, buddy.
Did you have a curfew in the pros?
Yes, they would say like be in your room by 11, and a lot of places I played, they had like we would have like security on each floor that we were staying when you would get on and off, and there was only one time. Like in Dallas, like I couldn't have my parents come up to my room or my wife or like brother. Like no matter how close that relationship was, non-player, not allowed on the floor. Go hang out with them in the lobby. If you got a hotel room for them somewhere else in the building, you could go do that. One time in Detroit, I think they let me. My buddies came up and one guy's like, I got off the elevator and we just kind of walked, and he was just like, right on. I'm like, all right. That's cool. I was like, let me just see if we can come up and hang out in my room. And that was the only time in 7 years where that happened.
So when you were leveraging for conjugal visits, that didn't go over well.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so it's funny you bring that up. That's where I was going to go, Rothman. There's an unbelievable story that Jim Schwartz told me about Vince Young and, oh gosh, his name, Lendell White. They were they were the third overall pick and like the 34th overall pick. Tennessee had like the second or third in the pick in the first, and second pick in the second round or third pick. Like two guys, top 40 picks, they're rookies. And Vince is starting, Lendell's starting, they're starting running backs. And they tried to like have some ladies come up to their room. And usually, like if you guys lobby, then they try to maybe financially persuade the person to see if that'll work. And they said they couldn't do that. And Jeff Fisher said he watched this. Schwartz, he was telling me they watched it together, where for 4 hours from I think like 11 p.m. to maybe 3 a.m., they were trying to work them down like the back stairwell, all these different avenues in there. And the guys were like, come on, man, we're not going to let you do it. And they had the security footage. It was like watching Mission Impossible from the control van, Rothman, of all of these. You can see them moving from floor to floor and them trying to direct them of different places and trying to distract them. I mean, it's a powerful thing. It's undefeated. Only thing that's undefeated I know in this world. And they were strict about it. I never was bed checked when I was in the NFL. Bed checked some in college. By probably the time I got older, I don't know if they were checking our rooms anymore, because it would get weird when they'd come in there and it'd be like Schlags and Harley and AJ and Brandon Mitchell, and sometimes we'd all be kind of laying on the bed in robes. So I don't know if the coaches wanted to see that. It kind of maybe weirded them out. You know, I just said check it off. Marcus would be in they'd like check the box to the brotherhood. You know, that's what I'm saying. You know, that's what we're all about. But watching maybe some Tom Cruise flicks from back in the day. But I never got, I think, room checked by anybody on the road as or even at home when I was playing in the NFL.
Yeah, 4 of you guys in there just watching The Last Samurai in your robes.
Oh, yes.
Something.
Many Braves.
Bobby, when you were in the NFL, percentage of guys that would go out and drink the night before a game?
Not many. Now, I say drink, meaning like if you go out to dinner, maybe you have like a glass of wine or something like that, like maybe a drink. Some of the guys that knew they were going to be inactive, they may have like 2 or 3. There are stories, though. Now, maybe I'll tell these at a later time. I don't want to dump out all the good ones early.
Yeah,
but
don't burn it all here.
There's a very, very notable player who's like a borderline Hall of Fame guy who's currently coaching in the NFL, who used to go out and get banged up. Like
head coach?
No. Oh. Well, now he's not a head coach now, he's an assistant.
Okay.
But we would usually land around maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock. When we were in Detroit, it was crazy because it was like the Big Ten. Our flights were like 45 minutes, so we'd get there so quick. In Dallas, they were a lot longer, so we wouldn't have as much time. But you usually have like 2 or 3 hours before you'd have like meeting at 8. And they'd have food there for you if you wanted to, but people would go out and eat. And this dude would drink like 2 bottles of wine, like not glasses, 2 bottles of wine. And then he was like a leader and would get up and give these speeches. And sometimes dudes had to like pull him off out of the front because the coach was like, you can't be up there anymore. But that was one guy. There may have been a couple dudes that would do that in the league, Matty, but not many.
Okay. Vote in our poll.
It's tough to get drunk and play football the next day. That first initial hit, we used to joke. It's like,
how did you do it?
Well, how would you do it?
No, how did you do it?
Me? It's a great question. Now, before practice?
When did you stop drinking before football games?
When did I? I never drank before games in college or the NFL. Thursday nights for sure. And then we would before like bowl practices and stuff. And believe me, that first hit, we joke, it was like the little Acme anvil that just hits you in the back of the head. That thing like never stops. It's like a gong back there. Headaches are terrible. So I don't know how guys did it in the league. Especially dudes would do it like in southern environments. Coach, like you're trying not to cramp when you're drinking water. I don't know how they would go out and drink. They get IVs and stuff the next day, but I don't know how that was enough to offset what they put in their body the night before.
Is there any legit threat to Ohio State going undefeated the rest of the Big Ten season through the championship game?
Well, I mean, you always got to win the last one, and that's a little tricky. But
I mean, just up to the Big Ten championship game.
Spreads?
No, just a legit threat to somebody beating Ohio State. And I'm talking about Indiana if they play in the Big Ten title game, Michigan at the end of the year on the road, Penn State now without Aller. Like, do you view anybody as being a legit threat to upset their potential of a 13-0?
I'm curious to see how Penn State responds this week.
Get that interim bump that these teams get? Yeah.
You know, the interim bump is like it's like what Shane Gillis talked about after a couple of beers, a little bump, and sometimes that picks you back up, gets you going where you need to go again. Because the thing is, they don't have Drew Aller. Now, people can laugh like he wasn't very good anyway, but he still was a 3-year starter. He wasn't going to like lose you a game early on. Now, he may throw a pick late, but
couple of beers versus a little bump.
Yes.
Right.
Now you're riding dirty with a young dude. Indiana's good, man. They're really good, Rothman. I mean, I never thought I'd see a day.
Trust me.
I was on with your boy Double D today, and I'm like, I don't know if I'd leave Indy. I wouldn't leave Indiana for Penn State right now. You've got the house already built. Like you've got it the way you want it. You've got guys that are alumni there that it's very wealthy, and all you had to do, Rothman, was give them a taste. Like they watched that Oregon game, they're like, "We like this. What do you need?" The answer's money. Now, what's the question? Like, let's go. And they've got it built. So Indiana and Mendoza's good. I think he might win the Heisman.
That concern's a strong word, but would you be more respectful of the road trip at Michigan, knowing what's on the line, that's led up to it, or that pseudo-neutral field in Indy against the Hoosiers?
That's a tough one. I mean, just the little scarring from the last couple of years. I think this Ohio State team, though, and I think, Ryan, there's a confidence and understanding. I think that Big Ten championship game, it's going to be a slugfest. I mean, Ohio State has better players than Indy.
Yeah.
But they are well coached. They play really hard, and you got to beat them, man. Like they're not going to give it to you. Like if you don't go out and execute, these guys they have players. Now they may not have like elite high-end NFL players, but they've got guys who are well coached and execute. And what you saw last year with Ohio State, you beat them on special teams, a punt return, things like that. Like you've got to beat them on the fringes where you just are deeper and have better players. Like they don't have a Jeremiah Smith and a Carnell Tate. They've got really good players, but you've got to be able to out-athlete them, and you cannot have penalties. You cannot turn the ball over.
Real quick, we used to play a game, the three of us together, and either, neither, or both. Julian saying Jeremiah Smith, either, neither, or both get to New York this year for the Heisman.
Ooh. I'm going to say either. I don't know if you get them both there.
Okay.
But I think you're going to get Mendoza. You might get Dante Moore or
Simpson
Maiava out there at USC, depending on how they play. But this thing is wide open right now. It's as wide open as I've ever seen it middle of the season.
I've been racking my brain for 5 minutes on who the coach is that you're talking about. I can't get it.
Can you text us during the break?
I'll text you guys out.
All right, good. I know that doesn't do anything
you
for
said
our
it was
listeners,
an active assistant coach?
I think he's still coaching right now. Yeah. His son plays in the league.
Okay, that'll help.
Good Blues Clues from him.
All right, don't give us the answer yet. Well, let us work on it for a day.
You guys text me a couple guesses, and I'll tell you if you're right.
All right, my man. Don't let the drowsiness of a couple of beers set in.
I just need you, Rothman, a little bump.
That's right. See you, buddy.
Have a good one.
That's our guy, Bobby Carpenter from the Morning Juice, 10 TV Plus every day. All right, we're going to come back for a Buckeye Bulletin here and examine Ohio State and the week they've got coming. Rothman and Ice on the Fan.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
Another reason to choose Hinderer Motor Company for your next vehicle. This is Justin Hinderer. Every vehicle comes with a lifetime powertrain warranty, award-winning service, and our exclusive Carvenience. We pick up your vehicle, service it, and return it so you save time and enjoy peace of mind. That's Carvenience. At Hinderer Motor Company, we take care of everything so you can drive worry-free. See why we're the best choice for your next new or used car by visiting HindererMotorCompany.com.
Newman Roofing, as part of its 2025 Commitment to Community initiative, is proud to recognize individuals who have made an impact for people of all abilities. This week, we would like to honor Caden Cox. Caden made history as the first person born with Down syndrome to play and score in a college football game. His remarkable journey was featured on ESPN's College Game Day, and his football memorabilia is proudly displayed in the Chick-fil-A College Football Hall of Fame. This Down Syndrome Awareness Month, Newman Roofing is proud to join forces with 10 TV and The Fan in celebrating our ongoing commitment to the community.
If you're 55 or older and into that whole saving money thing, T-Mobile has an exclusive phone and internet bundle just for you. Right now, get 2 unlimited phone lines plus 5G home internet for just $30 each per month with autopay, plus taxes and fees. And with 5G home internet, setup is easy with just 1 cord and no technician needed, which is great if you're also into that whole keeping it simple thing. Switch now and experience the best mobile network in the U.S. Visit your local store to start saving. T-Mobile, it's better over here.
Based on analysis by Ookla of speed test intelligence data Q4 2024 to Q1 2025. Ookla trademarks used under license. Unlimited on our network. Customers on voice plan may notice speeds lower than other customers and further reduction if using more than 50 gigs a month due to data prioritization. Video streams and SD on this plan. Home internet pricing after $20 in monthly bill credit plus $5 per line without autopay. Debit or bank account required. See 5G device coverage and access details at T-Mobile.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone here for Window Nation. We have had some good weather over this fall. It's been mostly warm, but sooner or later, it's going to get cold. Maybe you're already starting to feel it in your house because your old drafty windows are letting in that air. Could be the builder grade windows that just came with your house. You thought you were getting great windows. Turns out they weren't as good as you thought. That's where Window Nation can help. This month, you can buy 2 windows and you'll get 2 more for free. There is no limit to how many windows you replace. Plus, your total price includes 1-day installation. Window Nation also has a deal where you don't have to make any payments for 2 years. Is that going to help out with your holiday bills a little bit? I would think so. And above and beyond all that, Window Nation also is giving away tickets to an Ohio State football game when you upgrade your home with Window Nation windows. Free windows, 0 payments for 2 years, all with Window Nation. Go to windownation.com. The estimate is free, the windows are great, and you can get Ohio State tickets. What's not to love? Go to windownation.com today. Once again, that's windownation.com.
You know that thing you've always been too scared to go for? It seems like you'll never have the guts. Then a cancer diagnosis. And doing that thing becomes way less scary. I would know. I've always wanted a black belt. And today, the only thing standing in my way is a few wooden boards. It's been a lot of hard work and 5 years since I beat cancer at Ohio Health. Bring it on. You keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Be an early bird and save on your Thanksgiving turkey today. Select frozen grade A Kroger brand turkeys are 99 cents a pound with your card. Limit 2. Kroger. Fresh for everyone.
Bishop and Friends.
I don't want it to be much more than that. I don't need tardy bells because if they get tardy, I got to go in and sign in for them and say they're tardy because of me.
Bishop and Friends, sponsored by Diamond Cellar.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on The Fan.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Federal Elite Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Rothman and Ice present Buckeye Bulletin.
Sponsored by Logan AC and Heat Services. Don't go through another air conditioner breakdown. For fast, friendly service, call the experts at Logan Services now for a free estimate and next-day air installation.
All right, Buckeye Bulletin time. Check the spread. It's about the same. Is the same. 26. Ohio State, Wisconsin, 3:30. Over-under staying right around the same at 41. And Ohio State should be able to walk in there and stroll out with a victory. Ryan Day's got them very focused. And the road part of this, I really actually like this answer because I think it's real. It may sound cliche to you, but I think it comes off very real. If you played sports, you kind of get it. Played on a team, you're going on the road. I know it's got a lot of cliche associated with it, but I feel that it is real. And here's Ryan Day on enjoying going on the road.
Yeah, I don't know if it's difficult as it is. It's just it's a challenge for us. It's exciting. I think there's a lot of positives when you go on the road. I think our guys enjoy being on the road. A little less distractions. Everybody kind of together, hunkered together. Kind of a bonding opportunity at the hotel. When you go into the stadium, there's certainly the scarlet and gray up there and the Buckeyes who travel, but you kind of feel like you're on your own, and that you kind of gain your identity when you're on your own, just like in life. You go to college, you gain your identity. You go off on a road, and you go to Washington, you go to Illinois, and now we're going to Wisconsin. You gain an identity, and I think it's exciting. I think there's a part of that is even you learn more about your team when you go on the road. So I don't think it's difficult. I just think it's a challenge. It's different. It's exciting. And we're excited to have another great environment on Saturday at 3:30, and another opportunity for our guys to grow and be in these type of environments and learn, because as much as we have grown in the first 6 games, we still have a lot to work on, and these type of environments are great to get us stronger.
He's not wrong. It helps when you're good.
Yeah.
When you're real good, you welcome it because it can bring your team closer. Because you walk into that stadium and you do have the us against them feel. It's different than home. Home, you have a lot of advantages. But as a coach, I can understand exactly what he's saying. That we're all away from our normal stuff. All we have is us. Mm-hmm. Now, they'll have a traveling fan base. That's the beauty of being Ohio State. That when they go on these road games, they don't feel like pure road games.
Yeah, they don't. Ohio State could play a game north of the wall. In Game of Thrones, and Buckeye fans would somehow, some way get there and be in that stadium. They would.
What about that? What was that? Some kind of ice monster or
the
whatever
Night
they had
King?
Going. Yeah, the
Night King was hosting the Buckeyes. He and his little minions north of the wall.
They had a lot of guys going up against him.
Remember that episode too, to where it was Hard Home. I'll never forget the name of that episode, where he's just ending the episode here looking at Jon Snow riding off on that boat, and he's bringing all those people to life. Like, all the people that they wiped out are now my people. The Night King wasn't messing around until Arya Stark had something to say about it.
Yeah, that was a strong episode.
It was really good. Hard Home was one of my favorite episodes of all time in Game of Thrones. But yeah, I mean, for Ohio State, you have to have the confidence to know that we can go anywhere and beat anybody. And with the talent that you have, but more importantly, you've proved to yourself this year that you can go into Washington, you went into Illinois, and you handled business. And so now here you are with another opportunity to do that before your next bye. And coming out of that bye is Penn State. And just so I think just from the top down, from Coach Day, his coaches, to the leaders of the team, everybody's saying what you want to hear, but more importantly, they're following those words up with their actions right now. So them going on the road, I'm with you, I'm with Coach Day, it can bring everybody together. And as long as they have that mental focus, which they've showed for the most part this year, they should handle business again this week.
They still have a running back averaging 7 yards a tote, and his name is Bo Jackson. Here is Ryan Day on where the 3 running backs fit in now.
Well, I think we all want them to have versatility, because if you're just putting people in to do specific jobs, then you know what happens, right? The defense says, okay, he's only doing this. So we don't want to do that at any position. And so we want them to be able to do all things. We want them to be able to run. We want them to be able to run upfield, short yardage, red zone, protect, run routes, because once you become a one-trick pony, okay, when he's in the game, it's pass. When he's in the game, it's run. It's between the tackles. It's perimeter. It's those types of things. And so certainly, you can look at each guy and probably recognize their strengths and weaknesses, but we're always trying to, put them in a position to maximize their strengths, but we also got to build their weaknesses up and limitations so that they can get to that point. And I think when you look last year at our, Quinshawn and Travion, I mean, they had deficiencies that by the end of the season, I felt like you could put both of them in the game and you didn't know what you were getting. And that's the goal with our running backs now. And again, all built differently, but we're looking to get that, versatility across the board so we don't give away anything.
I don't know if it's the number when it comes to Bo Jackson, but watching him throughout the year now, I see a little Jamal Charles when he gets the rock. Remember Jamal Charles for the Chiefs? Like he was a dude, and like their running styles, the explosiveness that they both have. I don't know if they're the same in size and weight and all that, but
Bo's a little taller.
He's a little taller.
And he's probably heavier.
He reminds me a little Jamal Charles when I watch him run.
Well, that would be a good comparison.
Be great for him. Yeah.
My gut is right now that Bo will be. He leaves Ohio State the way we think he would. Eventually, that he would be a higher draft pick than Jamal. But if he had the career that Jamal had, certainly.
Where'd Jamal go?
Third round.
Okay. That's appropriate for running backs unless you're, one of those top tier guys. But yeah, like what Coach was talking about last year with Travion and Quinshawn. I mean, those guys just did everything at any given moment throughout the game. And so that's probably still developing a little bit on the fly. That way you can take away some of those tells, right, for a defense where like Coach Day's saying, hey, we know this guy's out here. They're doing that. Right. Hey, if you can get rid of that, then this Ohio State team is really going to raise their season even more. That's really high. So, the run game for me, like I just want to see a little bit more punch, throughout these games. I'm not overly concerned about it, but it is something that I think they can get better at right now.
Yeah, you don't have the home runs you had, but you have the efficiency Coach was talking about, but he's trying to get that consistency up big time. All right, that's today's Buckeye Bulletin. All right, we're going to come back top of the hour, give you a fan sports update here, and then get into our deep dive. And it looks like, or it sounds like, that Penn State is going to take some big swings. Who's batting leadoff in their candidacy? I'll tell you next. Rothman Ice on the Fan.
1, 2, 3. Here in the Fan is always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan.
Away game this week, but that just means you can make the ESPN Bet Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus your home for Saturday football. Join the Fan for the tailgate show and then party with us with the ultimate watch party. We have football contests with amazing prizes. There's wall-to-wall screens, ticket and memorabilia giveaways, and unbeatable game day food. Can't wait to see you at the ESPN Bet Sportsbook on Saturday. Must be 21 or older to enter. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Bobby Carpenter here for Germain Toyota. Swing by Germain Toyota and ask for Marcello and discover unbeatable deals and a wide selection of new and certified pre-owned Toyota vehicles. Visit them at germaintoyota.net. Germain Toyota on the corner of I-70 and Bryce Road.
Hey friends, Beamer here. In the spirit of Halloween, Awaken 180 is offering free consultations. Learn how scary fast and how scary easy losing weight can be. For mine, I brought all the questions, and in the end, Awaken 180 was an absolute no-brainer for me. Determine if Awaken 180 is right for you. The free consultations end October 31st. Reserve by phone only at 844-346-1800. For details and the number, visit awaken180weightloss.com. Scary easy with scary fast results.
1-800-GOT-JUNK is your friend with the truck.
We make junk disappear.
All you have to do is point.
All our people are in uniforms.
And our trucks are clean and shiny.
And big.
We leave spaces empty and clean.
For you.
1-800-GOT-JUNK.com.
5 words no one wants to hear? You need a new roof. What do you do? Who do you call? How are you going to pay for it? Hey, it's Timmy Hall, and these are all questions that run through people's minds when they hear those 5 words. But if you pick up the phone and call Victor's Home Solutions, your new roof will be the easiest, most hassle-free home improvement project you'll ever do. Victor's has thousands of 5-star ratings for both customer service and high-quality installation. Plus, they offer a 50-year leak-free guarantee on every roof they install. And since no one wants to pay these high interest rates for a limited time, Victor's is offering 5-year, no-interest financing with minimum monthly payments for qualified buyers. So if you need a new roof, don't stress. Victor's Home Solutions has your back. It starts with a free 21-point roof inspection. It assesses the exact condition of your roof and what needs to be done next. Set up your inspection today. 866-VICTORS. That's 866-VICTORS or online at victors.com.
People can't say enough amazing things about Vanscoy Hair Clinics. Men and women struggle with hair loss every day, and they completely change their lives. Vanscoy Hair Clinics is the only company in Ohio that has PRP, platelet-rich plasma, and the multi-unit hair grafting hair transplant procedure. Go to vanscoyhair.com for more info or call 614-432-8042. Here's what some of their hair transplant clients have said.
Around 26, 27, I lost almost all of my hair on top. It changed my life in ways that I could not imagine.
My hair is going to continue growing for the rest of my life. There is hope that you can do something about your hair loss.
Multi-unit hair grafting gives you 3 times more hair per procedure, saving you time and money. Hair transplants are more affordable than ever, and PRP is a fast, easy, and effective 45-minute treatment for thinning or damaged hair. Call Vanscoy for a free consultation, 614-432-8042, or visit vanscoyhair.com. That's 614-432-8042. Find out what procedure will restore your hair.
They're trained. They're fired up.
Let's do it.
When you need heat, they can't be beat. They're Ohio State's undefeated heating and cooling team. For plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling, there's only one team. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better results. Call the Waterworks at 614-232-2222 or visit them online at thewaterworks.com. A proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. My good friends over at Sleep Better Columbus want you to know that if you're 65 or older, enjoying those golden years, but maybe you're dealing with restless nights, you need to listen up. Are you tossing and turning, struggling with sleep apnea, and that leaves you wiped out during the day? Well, it's time to reclaim your rest with Dr. Mark Levy at Sleep Better Columbus. As a leading provider in non-surgical sleep apnea treatments, Dr. Levy helps you breathe easier and sleep deeper with custom oral appliances, a comfortable alternative to CPAP. The best part is that Sleep Better Columbus is in network with most medical insurance plans and is a proud Medicare provider, so your coverage can work seamlessly with Sleep Better Columbus. And as we head toward the end of the year, don't let those benefits go unused. You don't want to wait to use your deductible. Act now to make the most of it with Sleep Better Columbus. Call Sleep Better Columbus today at 800-MORE-SLEEP or visit sleepbettercolumbus.com. Once again, that number, 800-MORE-SLEEP or sleepbettercolumbus.com for your consultation. Sleep better, live better. You've earned it.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus.
Good afternoon, I'm Tyler Danberg. Ohio State visits Wisconsin Saturday at 3:30. Buckeyes won the last meeting 24-10 in 2023. From the NFL, Bengals tight end Mike Gesicki will miss at least 4 weeks with a pectoral injury. High school sports, Jameer Brown at Wayne High School is the centerpiece of a lawsuit seeking to profit off NIL before college. The suit was filed in the Franklin County Court of Pleas. Brown, the top receiver in the class of 2027, is committed to play at Ohio State. NHL longtime Blue Jacket and current Blackhawk Nick Foligno is taking a brief leave of absence as his daughter undergoes follow-up surgery related to her congenital heart disease. MLB playoffs continue tonight with Game 3 of the ALCS. Mariners host the Blue Jays at 8:08. Seattle leads 2-0. Gold Glove finalists announced today. Carlos Santana, Jose Ramirez, Stephen Kwan represent the Guardians. Spencer Steer represents the Reds. Winners to be unveiled November 2nd. Breaking sports news when it happens on the Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Most shows just skim the surface, but Rothman and Ice feel like the biggest story of the day deserves a closer look. It's time for a deeper dive.
Sponsored by Low T Center. Low T Center, reinventing men's health care.
All right, hour number 3, Rothman and Ice. Damon Severson, bottom of the hour, 2:30 for Hockey and Hounds. Don't miss it. Big week for them. Moral victory stacking up. Can't have too many of those. Tough to chase these points down later on. These are the ones you want. These are the ones you need, especially when you're a borderline playoff team. So I know there's some positives, but there are the pros. Big week for them. So we'll have Damon on at 2:30. Maddie, there are a lot of programs that probably could get on the list of great branded college programs. Penn State is certainly one of them. Obviously going through the horrible times, the end of Paterno and Sandusky, and I get all that. I'm not really including that
I get what you're
in the
saying.
conversation, but my point is this. They still get 100,000 people that pack their stadium every Saturday. They do. And they're not a fly-by-night fan base. They're just not a fair-weather fan base. And they have the resources and certainly the tradition that would make that still a very coveted job. And Franklin helped at least give them a higher floor out of that very dark age time they had coming out of Paterno and Sandusky.
Yeah, it's just like, because you think about his journey, right? Going from Vandy to Penn State. That leap alone is massive, as we all know. And it's wild now. Like I was thinking about this morning, how we're in a world now where both Indiana and Vandy are respected football programs right now. It's crazy, but they've earned every bit of that respect we got to give them. But for James Franklin, the problem he ran into is, hey, man, like you set the standard fairly high, and then you could never get over that. And when you keep running into that same ceiling time and time and time again against the elite teams, and then you get the bottom falling out the way that it did against UCLA, and then you lose right after that at home to Northwestern, something had to change, I guess, right now. Like, I was kind of more, I've been thinking about it. It's like, they probably could have let him see it through at this point. You let him finish the season. But, yeah, I think in time, AR, when you achieve certain things, people become numb to that. And then it's, well, what's next? And unfortunately for James Franklin, he was never able to showcase what was next for them in a positive way in the form of beating the big dogs or even winning it all.
He needed to win one of those close games against Ohio State. He had to have one of them. He was always on the wrong side.
Yeah.
What, he win one?
2016.
It was there.
Yeah.
He's got to win a 39-38, 27-26 game. He's got to come on the right side of that. And then I think he buys himself something.
He almost had it last year at home.
Last year, outside of the Igbinosun interception,